This one needs to move to the back. Oh, that one was so secure. Now it's gonna fall on my head. Perfect. Oh dear. Hello. Today we're going to be doing some oil painting. First I have to set up the easel. Why is it a million pieces? There's an instruction manual. Oh, that's so complex. It's just an easel. Why? Allen key. Easel. This took me way too long. It took me like an hour to set up. I don't want to get this shirt dirty because I just got it. So we're going to put on a different shirt. Beautiful. So today we're going to be fucking around with some oil paints. I've never used oil paints before. I kind of made like a little test sheet of the colors that I have. But let me just tell you, it's very different from acrylic. It takes 3 days to fully dry, which is a long time. Acrylics, they dry in like 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm just going to be working with pre-stretched canvas. It already has the primer on it as well because I'm lazy. I think this can go higher, but it's gonna hit my ceiling if it does. It's a really weird easel. Okay, so I kind of did a sketch of what we're gonna paint today. Very rough in pencil crayon. This is kind of what it looks like. These are the oil colors that I have. Some of them are, I didn't realize but when I bought them, but some of them are iridescent, which might not be a bad thing. We'll kind of see as we go. I'm just going to just use a pencil and kind of just sketch out where the design. That looks bad. That does not look as good as it does on the canvas, in my sketchbook. Even if it's boring, do sketchbook work first, or you make your piece, your final piece. It actually really does help. Oh, I made that much too tall. Wow. All right, we have a rough sketch. Rough sketch. Not supposed to be perfect, but it'll work. It's fine. I'm using a piece of foam core board or Bristol board or whatever it's called as a palette, because oil paint is really hard to clean and I don't want to have to clean my palette, so I'm just using a piece of Bristol board so I can throw it out after. Cut a hole in it so I can hold it like Bob Ross does. Alright, let's start off with the sky. The sky is going to be a bunch of blues. So I have 3 blues that all look a little bit similar, and then I'm going to use white. No, I got oil paint on my mouse pad! No! I'm gonna have no room on this for anything else. Let's start off with like a really, really, really light blue. This is really thick paint. Ooh! It's iridescent. I almost dropped that all over my floor. Just imagine for a second if Bob Ross was still with us. Think of how many more seasons of his show we could have had. And remember, when you're doing your paintings, to do the edges too, because when you hang it up on the wall, people are gonna see the edges, and if they're unpainted and they're gross, nobody's gonna wanna look at your painting or purchase your paintings. Okay, I think this sky is pretty good. We're gonna stop for this guy for now. We're going to do, let's do these rocks. I'm feeling the rocks. Okay, let's start off with, I want to see what the transparent gray looks like. I think we'll do the whole cliff with transparent gray as a nice base, and then we'll throw some other stuff on there. The transparent gray is really cool because you first put it on, it starts off like a really cool colored gray, and then it gets warmer as you spread it out. Wow. Why do I get so excited by paint? Okay, transparent gray, done. Kind of like our base coat. You can still see the pencil through it, but it's transparent, so I don't know what I was expecting. Okay, let's make it not just look like a blob, and let's make it look like a cliff. How we do that though is a different story. I'm gonna take some light gray and kind of make like a base, like an actual like where you can stand on. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I know I'm an artist. I should hate everything that I do. But it's a new year, We're practicing self-love, so just be happy about what you make. If you think what you made is crap, just try again. Make it better the next time, and be proud of yourself. I'm running out of room, and I haven't even done that much. Oh, this brush. If your brush is making a scratching sound on your canvas, throw it away. Okay, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst thing I've ever put on a canvas. Okay, so I did the rocks as well, and I gotta say, I don't hate them. All right, since we have our boring grays out still, I'm gonna do these mountains here. Let's put a little bit of snow on them as well. Let's go crazy. I'm making these mountains light gray, because they're very far off in the distance. They're distant mountains, and when things are far away in the daytime, they're usually very light. Okay, we'll do a little bit of dark gray because you need to give things depth. If your painting looks like a painting, a 2D thing, no one's gonna want it. Okay, that's pretty good, man. Now let's put some snow on these mountains. Let's make it a nice snowy scene. I'm gonna use a nice flat brush and probably just do this. Oh yes, that's nice. You don't want a solid white. You want it to be subtle snow. Dude, I think that's pretty good. I'm getting really sick of gray, so let's do the trees because that's nice and bright and green. Now the only green I have is this like really dark green. It looks almost black, so I'm gonna have to use a shit ton of white to fix that. Good thing it's a pine green though, and not like a frog or like a spring green. So this is the kind of green that I'm using. This looks almost black, but then you mix it with white and it just turns nice. Let's do some layering because it gives things depth. Almost want to add like a little bit of yellow in this so it's not so just so like it's brighter, I guess. Oh yes, that's very good. It'll go very nice. Okay, now I'm gonna put just straight like dark green. Just make a really janky trunk of a tree, not with yellow. I'm only doing what I think is right. Every choice I've made up until now could be wrong. I'm not disappointed with this first tree, man. I think it looks pretty good. Just getting the other ones to have the same level of goodness. How many other ones was I supposed to have? I think I had 3 on here originally, but I'm probably just gonna do 2 because that took a lot of time and effort. Okay, so I made this tree a bit fluffier at the fluffier. I made it a bit like wider at the bottom. I like spruced it up a bit. Why is this tree turning out so much worse than that tree? Alright, it's okay. I don't like it as much as the other one. Maybe I should just add a little bit more yellow, but I don't like it as much as the other tree. Alright, I'm very bored of green now. Let's move on. Next, we're gonna do some fancy stuff with the sky here. Okay, so I don't have any purple, but I need to make some nice light purple. So that's my purple that I made. It's not as light as I'd like it to be, but we're gonna make do with what we have. I also have this really cool iridescent pink. I don't know if you can really see it that well, but I'm gonna mix it with some white to try and make it a little bit lighter. But I think it's really cool that it has this like shine to it that it's almost like a chrome when the light hits it at a different angle. It kind of looks a little bit more blue than pink. It's pretty neat. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I think gonna probably take me the longest. So I wish I had palette knives because that would make this really a lot easier. I'm kind of making like little wispy things like coming out. Again, that's the sketch, so you can kind of see what I'm gonna try and do. It might take some time though. Fortunately for you, I can edit, but I can't edit life. I wish I could edit life. So this is kind of what I'm going for. It's just kind of more like a directional thing. I don't really care if it like looks perfect. I just need to have like that nice flow, and I'm gonna make some coming up from here as well. Guys, I've almost used my whole tube of white paint. I really hope I don't run out because this is the only oil paint I have. I feel like this is gonna take so much longer than 3 days to dry because I'm not spreading this out at all. It's just going on in globs. I got inspiration from this painting, from a song. Actually, I like to do a lot of art. I guess you could say as a visual representation of songs. I get a lot of inspiration from like songs and music to make art. So this painting was inspired by a song called Ends of the Earth by Lord Huron. And if you don't know who they are, please go listen to them. They're really, really good. I got to see them live, I think last year, and they're just so good. I'm not sure exactly what genre they define themselves as, but they're kind of like a folk kind of rock band, like folk rock. I think that they're really good. If you're into that kind of music. If you're not into that kind of music, then I mean, you're not gonna like them. Lord Huron also did a song for 13 Reasons Why, if you watch that show. Hey, buddy boy.
Wow, it smells in here. And it's
Yeah.
not just the paint. So, there's a joke. You painting has made me...
I thought you were gonna say, oh, there's a joke. You painting.
Oh, that's a tall easel.
I fucking know, right? See, this is the reason that so I can throw it out after. So I have to clean up a mess this large. This is not skin color. That's not a nice nude Caucasian skin color. I have to fix that up a bit. I think painting precise things with oil paint definitely is the hardest thing that I've done before. Or the hardest thing in art that I've done before. Because usually you can rest your hand on the canvas. I can't do that. Okay, the shirt is not white. It's like a really bad mix of white and blue. But it's okay. We're trying our darndest here. Blonde hair, I'm just a little bit concerned about, but I'm sure it'll be fine, right? I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty decent. Even though we've used up almost all the white, we're still gonna add some lovely clouds in the skies. I think it's good. I think we're finished, guys. So I really like the way that this turned out for my first oil painting. I mean, it is really tricky to work with the oil paints if you're doing small detail. If you're watching a Bob Ross tutorial, he uses oil paint, and it's really easy to just kind of throw paint on there and just mix it together when you're using oil paint because it really mixes really, really well. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had a really great time. I hope I didn't bore you too much with just painting and not giving you a proper tutorial like Mr. Bob Ross would. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. Have a lovely evening. Goodbye.